Abortion, is it murder? Thou shalt not kill, Exodus 20:15. In this age of moral laxness, the laws of God have been set aside in the name of freedom. The moral codes of the past have given way to situation ethics. Sexual promiscuity and premarital sex is advocated by many educators and ministers. Mothers are insisting that birth control pills be given to their unmarried daughters by the family doctor or college infirmary. Movies, television, magazines, and pornography of every kind is being used to train and inflame our youth. Modern sex education has become the tool of the devil because the biology and mechanics of sex are being taught without any moral code of restraint. The classroom has no place for the Bible and prayer. Modern dress styles are designed to make the sidewalk, classroom, and living room into a girly show. Little has been left for the imagination. Miniskirts and hot pants have been designed to break down any form of modesty and morality that still exists in our society. The old strip tease is out for who wants to pay to see something that you can see on the street free of charge. Movies are dirtier than ever. Live sex shows draw a crowd by staging wild, bizarre sex acts that are real in every way. What is the result? Venereal disease and illegitimate births are increasing among young people at an unprecedented rate. We quote the following from the Bulletin of Planned Parenthood Association of Lubbock Incorporated, Volume 2, Number 3, April 1971. Teenagers largely account for startling increase in illegitimacy. The rate of illegitimate births in the United States has nearly doubled during this last decade, but the causes of this phenomenon remain elusive. Note by ELB: anyone who is not morally and spiritually blind should be able to see the causes of this phenomenon. The nation's teenagers, who are more sexually active than ever and who have contributed more heavily to the rise in illegitimacy, generally do not realize how easy it is to become pregnant. Even those who do not have medically prescribed contraceptives readily available to them, nor do most have abortion as a ready option should they find themselves pregnant out of wedlock. From 1965 to 1968, the illegitimacy rates actually declined among adult American women, but this decline was offset by a tremendous increase of illegitimacy among teenagers, who comprised about 70% of the unmarried population. What is the solution? Dr. Kurt Wright urges the establishment of government-financed family planning clinics that would serve any woman who comes in backed up by abortion on request to deal with contraceptive failures. The schools would do best to simply post the locations of the nearby clinics, and without condoning or condemning non-marital sex, the schools might also try to give teenagers a realistic picture of the risk of pregnancy. The solution proposed by Planned Parenthood is typical of many educators, doctors, and religious organizations. Government-financed birth control clinics, which would serve any woman who comes in, regardless of age or marital status, is the answer. So they say, when this fails, abortion on request with good surgical procedures would solve everything. Of course, the schools must teach sex education, but there must be no condoning or condemning of non-marital sex. What nonsense! Why not hand out loaded guns to children without condoning or condemning violence and bloodshed, backed up by the free funerals and free hospital care on request? You might as well give small boys a box of matches every day without condoning or condemning arson. We shall prove from science and the Bible that abortion is murder. Of course, the Bible is the final authority in faith and morals. Our minds have been conditioned to accept the idea that an unborn baby is something less than human. We constantly hear the unborn child called fetus, a fetus. How somehow fetus does not quite sound human to most people. It is easier to think of destroying a fetus than to think of killing a baby. Why call it a fetus when God calls it a baby or a child?